Hey guys, well, as this video says, I'm going to be talking about why the Xbox One is never going to make any difference in the Europe or UK. Frankly, I never saw the Xbox. The Xbox, the original, I had. I had an Xbox original. Had an Xbox original for a while. And it wasn't that bad. It had a good semi-good lineup of games. Rogue Agent, GoldenEye Rogue Agent was one of the best. I've got to give you that. GoldenEye Rogue Agent was one of the best. I've got to say though, there was one problem with the Xbox. Xbox Live. Yeah. In Europe, Xbox never really got going with Xbox Live for one reason, because in Europe we don't really do subscriptions to TV channels. We have no really big end TV shows that don't come on didn't come on terrestrial at the time. Most of the time, most of the big end TV shows like Law and Order, CSI, they came on terrestrial TV, or they were on Freeview at the time, which was coming up. And Freeview and terrestrial were pretty much free. You had to pay your TV license, but that wasn't that much. And we didn't have the idea of doing such things as cable subscriptions. Cable subscriptions, doing satellite, things like Sky, wasn't really common. It was done, but it wasn't. And fibre optic internet wasn't around at the time. We're talking 2000 when. No, wait a minute. When was it? 2000 and something. I think it was 2004. No, I think it was 2004 when the Xbox One came out. No. Oh, I can easily see. So I'm gonna cheat and look it up. Xbox. Sorry, guys, you're gonna watch me look up a. Yeah, the Xbox has one big problem. I keep on pressing Z. I want to press X. Right. Here we go. Wikipedia. Oh, this is Xbox Originals. No, I want the Xbox Original. Right, it came out in... The original Xbox came out in 2001. That is pretty much when Xbox Live came out. Yeah, no. No. Subscription for things like Sky was a really big luxury. People could afford it, but it was a privilege and something of a... frankly, a bit of a not a common thing to have. Having an Xbox, having a YouTube, no. What the fuck am I talking about? I seem to be lost at the moment. I'm having a Sky subscription. But in the US, you have a cable subscription. You've got basic cable. You don't go over air that much, because pretty much most of the stuff over air isn't that oomphy in the US, and you have a lot more channels. You went for the channels idea earlier than we did. We were stuck with about 4 channels for 30 years, 40 years, and then until Sky came up, and then we had 1 billion channels, and then we were like, okay, we've got 1 billion channels, is there anything good to watch? No. it's probably worse in America. You've got about 1 billion channels, and how much of it do you actually watch? Not that much. But let's get back to the subject. Basically, the Xbox Live is why the original Xbox wasn't so good. Then the Xbox came up against the PS2. PS2 had an internet connection of sorts. You had to buy a peripheral sort of thing and stick it in the back. It was a bit of a joke. But here's the thing. That was completely free if you just bought the peripheral. And it was completely free. And then later on we got the Xbox first. And then, yeah. 1 year later, after the Xbox was released, PlayStation 3 was released. Now here's... Sorry, that was a bug. You probably saw it on the video. Yeah, the PlayStation 3 was released. Now here's the thing. The original Xbox... Not the original Xbox. The Xbox 360, as it came out of the package, even the top ranking package, came with a Ethernet port. Fine, you say. Right, who cares? Here's the problem. Not many people have their internet connection, their modem or their router near their goddamn living room. So you're sort of stuck with this problem of, or where the Xbox was. So you're stuck with this problem of you got to buy the wireless. Now here is the big motherfucking problem with this. 100 quid was the original price. I saw it and it's still going for around about 100 quid nowadays. For an Xbox 360 wireless card. Are you shitting me? I'm sorry. When wireless came out, you're talking 60 quid for a good wireless card. Max. And nowadays, you can pick one up for 15 quid. It's madness. And then the PS3 came out a year later. No need for a wireless card. It's in the box. It's in the actual thing. It's built into the games console. Thank you. Oh, for God's sakes! How much money did they make out? Did Xbox make out of those goddamn little control wireless network cards that you stick in the back? How much? Because frankly, it's a joke. And they're only USB dongles with an antenna on the back. That's all they are. It's basically, you gotta get the software to use it, but that's all they are. And here's the other thing that PS3 did well. Not a single purchase was required to go on the internet. You needed an internet connection, a PlayStation network name, basically whatever, and that was pretty much it. And it was, yeah, that's what you do. In Europe, the Xbox was dead. Frankly, it was a waste of time, because most of the time we had learnt from an older console, not to buy peripheral bullshit, not to be bought into this peripheral bullshit kind of thing. The Sega I think it was the Master System, Genesis, I think it was Genesis in Europe, Master System in the US. The Sega Master System had these peripherals like the 32X and the Sega CD, and they were a waste of motherfucking time. You had, oh Jesus, and frankly, they were overpriced and underused. Now, as soon as the Xbox came out, and they said, oh, you've got to pay to go online, it's like, pretty much, if you were sensible, you'd go, fuck no. And I reckon PlayStation went, oh, we were going to do pay to go online, and then we saw that the Xbox was doing that, and then we thought, wait a minute, we can get more people if we don't have pay to go online. Basically, you have a console and you have a game that needs online, you can go multiplayer, you got a game, you go online. You don't have to pay the middleman, which is Xbox, let's face it, to go online, because the people like Activision have to run the Xbox servers themselves, or have to pay to have the Xbox servers for things like Call of Duty. Xbox don't give you anything. Frankly, you also get adverts when you pay for an Xbox Live account. Really? Pay to be advertised to? And you get pretty much nothing. It's a joke. This is why Europe is not going to be Xbox One's saviour. It's going to... Xbox One is not going to do a single thing in Europe. I really think they're running up the wrong tree, because Americans are hating it, and there's been very little stuff that says anything about Xbox One in the UK or Europe, and it's basically meh. And frankly, the Xbox never really sold over here. The Xbox original sold a bit because it was a good heavyweight system. The original Xbox was a bit of a beast, in my view, compared to the PlayStation. Also, here is the thing. PlayStation 3 had the Blu-ray. That's why the Xbox failed. The Blu-ray player got 25, 35-year-old men going, let's get a PS3. I'm still a gamer, and we've got a Blu-ray player. For half the price of a standard Blu-ray player, and they're still updating it. They're still updating the Blu-ray software on the PlayStation. And it's ridiculous. Frankly, Xbox One hasn't got a hope in hell, in my view. Frankly, you're just tossing snow at the devil, and he's just going, why is there a vapour of steam around me? Because it's not going to do it. In Europe, it's not going to do it. And from what I'm hearing, not many people are going to be buying it in the US either. Oh, but wait, there's something else. We have a bit of a sort of a hierarchy around security around the UK. We're a bit security conscious. As soon as one of the universities picks up an Xbox One and it has a Kinect, and they hack the IP address of the Xbox and just circumvent the Xbox system so you can just get a view of whatever's in the room, yeah, that's not gonna fly. Basically, the week after that happens, there is going to be a rush with all the universities and tech science security experts going to hack that damn thing. They're going to crack the damn system, and Microsoft are just going to lose their shit. And I don't blame them, because I don't blame the people who are going to hack it, because it's good. It's fucking inevitable. Let's face it. You sort of go, it's like what you're viewing me on. It's a webcam, really, with body detection, really, and distance detection. Like, let's say like this. Sort of like autofocus. It didn't really autofocus, did it? Give me a sec. Ugh. Perhaps I turn the autofocus off. Never mind. But it's got infrared sensors that detect you and sort of things like that. But it's basically a webcam that is going to be on 24 hours a day. Yeah, no. No. No, that's not gonna fly in Europe. That really isn't gonna fly. So, from my view, the Xbox One is dead in Europe. You've got to work in America, or bye Xbox, which I don't think's a bad thing. I will miss one thing though. I will miss their controllers. Oh, sorry. I will miss their controllers because for good games, controllers like this are good. I got this one for GTA 4, so I want to see what they do with the next one. If they can get a PC version of the next Xbox controller, because I think they've got rumble in the actual triggers, which is more interesting than rumble in these sort of like lumps, because that's the only reason they're there. Because sort of also as handles, those are handles. Those are handles and sort of lumps, aren't they? It's just like, and that's where the rumble comes from. So yeah, frankly, I'm going to be getting a PS4. Really, I've not touched this generation. Really, I haven't had an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3. I've stayed PC. What you're seeing me on right now. I'm going to get a PS3, a PS4. If there's a killer app, if there's something like Gran Turismo, I will get a capture card, and we will be doing PlayStation 4 games on this channel. So, thank you for watching this vlog. Goodbye.